Hope you're well. It's good to be back. Really good to be back. I realised I've not said much this morning. And now, attempting to do this, my voice sounds all weird. Might be the anxiety. The overwhelming fear of coming back yet again to no viewers. Terrifying. But I can't put it off any longer. I need to be here with you guys. So for anyone that hasn't been here before, I'll explain as people start joining. This is Untangled, or has been Untangled since the start of the year. And this is your opportunity to talk to me, a therapist, about whatever might be troubling you. Hopefully we can navigate it together. I haven't been here for a while, and I just want to thank everyone for your patience. It's been a rocky road, both, in all areas of life. But I appreciate your patience and support while I've taken a break. And I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to catch up with you guys. So tell me, how are you? How is life? This hairstyle is a bit doing too much. We're going to ignore that. Get your messages in the chat. I want to know, how are you today? How's everyone? How's everyone been? Today is Monday the 10th of November, and outside, I'll show you, miserable, absolutely miserable. But I suppose that's a day that we can expect in November, right? Here in the UK, and the weather has been amazing. Don't get me wrong, all summer I feel really spoiled with how beautiful the weather's been. But I can't help but have that niggling feeling in the back of my mind that it's not for a good reason, and the climate is going batshit. I don't know if it's been long enough for me to have said that yet. I might have just done myself in. I don't think I waited long enough at all. So how are you guys? How's everyone been? I'm the Real Monster says hi. Hello there, my dude. How are you doing? I'm great, thank you. I'm great to be back. How are you? Has everyone had a good Halloween, bonfire night if you're in the UK? I am good. Good to know. That's awesome. I hope you've all had a really good summer. I'm trying to think the last time I came on this live. I've had to do a bit of soul searching and a bit of like, okay, I need to switch this up, because I was coming online, enjoying it, but also being like, I didn't feel like I was giving my best there, and it kept happening every time. And I think realistically, it is me not being my authentic self, which is what I advocate for on this channel, which is hilarious. A therapist cannot help themselves. It is true. Why do you have blue hair? Because I have a blue light. I don't actually have blue hair. I also have things falling everywhere. What's this live is about? This live is my chance to reconnect. So I used to go live for like the most start of the year, every Monday and Wednesday for an hour, offering help for any sort of mental health or well-being. I'm Steph, I'm a therapist, and I co-run a non-profit called A Different Human Design, and we support people with neurodivergence. What's the question you struggle with the most? I don't know. What's the question I struggle with the most? Anything about religion and proving God, I suppose, way out of my depth. Is that what you meant by what question I struggle with the most? Or did I misunderstand that question? A person who gets many obstacles or not sure of the direction must observe and take the direction towards self-happiness. I like that. That's very deep. That's very I like that. I'm wondering where you've learnt that knowledge. That's really interesting. Someone said no. I got the question wrong. I apologize. I strongly apologize. So let's catch up. What's everyone been doing? I must say, despite having a break and some parts being really, really miserable, I got to meet my favourite comedian of all time. He came all the way from the United States, and he hasn't done that ever to perform in London, I don't believe. Chris D'Elia, oh my God. In my list of people to meet that are celebrities, there's number one, and then there's Chris D'Elia. So, life made. I didn't just get to see him, I got to meet him. We're like besties now, at least that's what I'm telling myself. What's something cool that you've done over this last year, I suppose, that has really made you happy, that you're really happy you did? I want to know. Fill the chat with happiness and kindness, good stories I can be jealous of. Maybe I should ask what question you ask the most. I don't know if I really ask questions. I'm more of the answer of questions. Be alive, it's awesome. I agree. Fully agree. I don't know if anyone did Stoptober, stop drinking for October, or generally are living their lives sober. I saw the light a few years ago. Lindsay, my partner, if you've not caught up with the things that she's been doing these last few months, she hasn't taken a break. She has been her regular energetic self and posting every day for ADHD month, which was October. But she's not drank now for, I think, 3 years. And she's found this new lease of life, this new appreciation for even how fresh the air is. And she was posing the question, maybe you guys would be interested to answer it. Do you only get that new sense of appreciation for the small things after you've been through some sort of hardship and then overcoming it, like addiction? Or is that how everyone feels if they've never had a problem? I don't really believe that no one walks through life without any problems. But I think you understand what I mean. Stoptober, what a load of bollocks. Interesting opinion. I actually do understand kind of the sentiment of, it seems like a bit silly just to stop for 1 month. What's that going to do? However, I don't think we can underestimate the challenge for people. Lindsay herself has made posts saying that doing a month off was horrible for her. Like, the idea of it just felt disgusting. Like, she couldn't do it. But being able to stop indefinitely, something clicked in her mind where she was like, okay. And it became a lot easier to adjust to. Again, I only stopped for a year just to show how it would change my life. But I don't really drink that much anyway, so I feel like I missed a message up there. Your words clearly says it all. So talk what's your heart wanna says, no matter who likes it or not. People who don't like it, leave them. Life works that way. Completely agree. Be your total honest and real self, and let that be the filter for people to decide whether they want to be in your life or not. Don't adjust to be what people like so that you can have friends to later find out that you don't really have anything in common and there is no skin in the game for them or you. You later realize oh, I don't like that about them. But if you'd been your authentic, actual self, they'd have picked up on that a long time ago and maybe not even pursued much of a relationship with you. Don't think of others. They will do what they can. You do what you can and what you like. Don't go. I feel like I'm getting all the wisdom here. I love it. Great sentiments. I'm happy at my age. I can still pee standing up. I know I'm not going to ask the age, but that I can agree with that depending on what age you are. If you're 18 and you're proud of yourself for that, obviously I don't know, but I'm going to assume you are a little bit older, in which case I'll be happy with you. Hope you do well in life and have lots of birthdays. Find a nice man and have a bunch of kids. God bless. I love that message. It's such a well-meaning message, right? Hope you do well in life. Love that. Thank you so much. Not enough people send that nice message to people. Have a lot of birthdays. What a fantastic way of saying, make sure you live longer, if I've understood that correctly. Find a nice man. Agree, I should find a nice man. Who said I've not already found a nice man? And have a bunch of kids. Oh, respectively with peace and love. No. To the woman that wants lots of kids, for sure. You do that. Not me. You don't want ladies who don't want lots of kids having kids, because then you have kids that grow up with problems. We know this. This was our generation. If you're peeing standing up, I got lots of questions. Hey, you don't know how I roll. This is 2025. We all do things very differently now. You have already started your work. You are happy reading words and experiencing yourself. I love it. I love it. Very profound. Very awesome. Another thing that I did last week, it was really good for the soul, was spend time with my grandma. So we've reconnected recently, and she turned 88 on Thursday. And she's still one of the most physically able people I know. We walked everywhere on this holiday, and she was tired way less than I was. I don't know when she sleeps, actually. And that actually goes out there to all elderly people. I went on a Dacia's coach holiday. Now, if you're in the UK, you might know what that is. You might not. So what a Dacia's holiday is a holiday firm built for, I'm almost certain it's for people over 50. Almost certain. There was no one besides me under the age of 65, at least. The reason I went with my grandma, multiple reasons. I really wanted to enjoy the last, what could be, few years of my grandma's life. I don't want to assume that tomorrow is guaranteed with her. So this was a perfect time to really spend a good time with her. Secondly, 5 days away with a sea view, all your meals included, travel there and back on the coach. 5 days, are you listening? £127. I couldn't afford to stay at home that cheap. Do you understand? That's so, in this day and age, £127. I'll be going on a lot more. I'm not joking. But there are some downsides. If you are not 65 and over, and this is where I can say I'm not sponsored by Dacia's to promote them. You're getting my honest opinion now. It is very much geared towards the elderly. The ones in our society who are at the later stages of life. Potentially the ones that don't have much care about the taste of their food, the quality of their entertainment, or how long they sleep for. So I've got the itinerary here. This holiday was turkey and tinsel. So for a few months leading up to Christmas, they have these special events called Turkey and Tinsel, and they pretend like it's Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Eve, and then you come home on New Year's Day. And they treat each day like it's actually that. Like there's Christmas decorations everywhere, you get presents, there's all sorts of things, mulled wine. I had to really start like pinching myself because I was starting to think it's actually Christmas. Breakfast will be served from 8 till 8:45. I thought I came for a break. 8 till 8:45. Okay. My grandma is knocking my door at 6 a.m. Bless her heart. I don't know when she sleeps, because the night before and every night she was up till 11:30, 12 watching the Elvis impersonator, multiple entertainers that we had. And I'm just thinking, how did the elderly get so energetic? It was incredible. Now, cognitively, my grandma is experiencing what I believe is the initial stages of dementia. As your usual, forgetting things, repeating yourself, and looking at some of the other women there, I assumed 88 meant you're almost dead. Forgive me, that's extremely like disrespectful, but that's how it felt to me, looking at that age, just like looking at my age when I was a child felt. It's a misconception. And there's 85-year-olds that are using smartphones, taking pictures and sending them on WhatsApp. And I was fascinated. So shout out to the elder generation that are getting on with technology. That's incredible. Go you guys. If I want to know how many people's grandmas, parents are using technology. Are they FaceTiming you? Are you making sure you're included in the will? No, my darling. I don't think she has any money, but that is not what I'd be after anyway. And my mum's already said she's spending it before she's gone anyway. The inheritance future is not my ticket, unfortunately. Nor should anyone try to make it. I hate when someone dies, that why is there always people that like just appear out of the woodwork like, I'm owed this. It's gross. Ashish said hi. Hello. Base grandma indeed. So yeah, a Dacia's holiday is £127 for a reason. However, I would recommend that if you can get onto one of these holidays, I'm pretty sure you need someone that's within that age category to have gone a few times and then they get the discount offers. Even if you did pick that and not ate within the restaurant every night, you just went out and you'd still have a cheaper holiday than if you hadn't have gone with Dacia's. Again, not a sponsor. Not a sponsor. But it could be an idea, you know, we're strapped for cash these days. We're in a recession and it's only about to get worse. So any cheap tricks that I can shine a light on, I will do. Not just my grandma, by the way. I adopted a whole group of old ladies and they were so lovely. Oh my word, they were so sweet. And we all went on day trips together to Whitby Bay, to Robin Hood's Bay. It was really, really nice. And it was fun talking to them. A lady, Mariam, she was like a lover of the Rolling Stones. And that's how she met her husband, who died in like 2014. And I'm like, God, they're all just showing me that you assume life ends And it's just kind of waiting to pass on when your loved one dies. And for many, that separation anxiety is just so chronic. You do see the second fall very quickly. But seeing all of these ladies who are post-marriage life, all widows, and looking at all the experiences they go on, like they're on these Dacious holidays once a month. It's amazing. Dacious have 2 hotels in the Isle of Wight, plus a fleet of coaches for old people. A big business for them. Yeah, definitely. It is really good business. I'm looking at it, I'm like, this business model is genius. And Isle of Wight is one of the ones I'd really like to go to. This time of year, they do cheap package holidays. They really do. That's what I mean. Get on it. Get yourself a lovely old person in your life, and let's say, hey, have you heard of Dacious? Let's go on a holiday. So we got Christmas dinner, we got gifts. Let me show you one of the gifts. Oh, this made me laugh so hard. So Santa came round and is like delivering these packages, right? And I'm like, that's quite big. What could this be? It's a clock with Dacious. Again, this is not sponsored. And I realise this is probably showing you it backwards. It's got the phone number on. It's got the company logo on, the website. The time is wrong. But everyone got this promotional clock, and I think that's hilarious. That's so funny. My grandma was like, are you going to give it to someone else for Christmas? I'm like, who could I give that to? Out of my mind. I think I've lost my mind if I give someone that for Christmas. So, maybe we could put it up here. With the wrong time on and you seeing it backwards. Could it make any less sense? No. As well as this, some of the lovely ladies. On the way home, I got this it's from a colouring book, and it's got glitter on it as well. It's not just a normal colouring thing. And she's done a few other things. But the message on the back, 5th of November, Scarborough. Steph, thank you for making my holiday special. Martha. Just for opening a few doors for this lady and buying her a coffee and a bit of cake. And I've made her holiday great. What an ego boost. What an ego boost. I'd love to say this as like, oh, you know, it meant nothing. Oh, it's so sweet. You know, it's easy for me to do. I'm not joking. That makes me feel well proud. And so it should. It was really nice to connect with these ladies. And I think they'd be fun to have on the podcast to actually talk to them about what is life like. Like, clearly my understanding was way off. Way off. So what do you think? Should we invite them on? I was thinking of letting the truck out. It sleeps 6 comfortably. That's a great idea. Get it on Airbnb, if that's what you can do. What a great money maker. What else did I get from Whitby? Let's do a little Whitby haul now. So we went for a day trip to Whitby, which was beautiful. Full of goths. Did you know that is where Dracula was supposedly there? Bram Stoker's Dracula was written there. Something like that. But the weekend after we arrived was Dracula Goth weekend, apparently. Which, like, hello. I was a week late. But apparently there's about 1,000 people crammed into the tiny town of Whitby. So maybe it was a good job I wasn't there, because I think that would probably be anxiety ridden. But look, looky here. I like to get a Christmas decoration from everywhere I go to. And this one is just so pretty. It's by a company called, I'm not even going to pretend to read that. NKUKU. Cuckoo. I think I've just summoned a demon. At Nakuku, we create beautifully handmade home and lifestyle products. We work with artisans throughout the world, combining timeless design with traditional skills and natural materials. Every product has a story, which I don't know what this product story is, but Dracula's not real. Count Dracula? What do you mean? Look how beautiful this is. Look how stunning. Look, it's got a metal fastening. I just think that's so pretty. I wish I had enough for the whole tree, but I just like to get odd ones from places that I go. And just to add a bit of character to a somewhat boring tree, I'm not going to lie. I might need to think of new decorations to get. Okay, first purchase out of 3. Second purchase. Dracula's on the same truth line as Santa, the Easter Bunny, and the Tooth Fairy. Well, no, I think... I believe Count Dracula was a person. Whether he was actually a vampire, I think is a different... I might be getting that very wrong. But again, I'm not dying on this hill. If Dracula wasn't real, what's the hardest question I've ever been asked? Prove Dracula's real. I can't. He's on the same truth line as Santa and just makes me laugh. I feel like they were more rooted in religion. Maybe. How did Easter come about with the bunnies? I'm going to assume something pagan. Maybe the spring, reproductive bunnies, ducks, new babies. And is this any... Stop. Let me show you my seconds. Let me show you. They look more steampunk specs than goth. Okay. Jesus. We have a fashion diva in the chat. What they are, whether they're goth or steampunk, is very dirty. Well, that's definitely made them worse, but how cool are they? Look at the clasp. It's a little hand. So they're my steampunk specs from a goth market. Is that okay? You can't see my eyes. Is that okay? Third purchase. Tell me what style this is. Because I've never seen a hat like this in my life. Ready? Oh my God, are you kidding me? Is that not the cutest effing hat ever? Yes, this is the place you come to for mental health advice. Today we're just catching up, right? Wednesday, we'll be back to it. Right now, let me live my true Russian cat bobble hat self. For anyone that doesn't know, I have 2 black cats. Literally, we match. Hello. Okay, you don't like it. You wouldn't buy it for yourself. I get it. I'm not offended. But they're my purchases. That's my Whitby Goth Market haul. Over. Yep, you've been robbed. I'm going to give you a challenge. My name is 2025. Say one thing that is positive. Have you noticed? Have you noticed? Negative Nancy. Do you know what I have been robbed of? A happy time on my own chat. How about that? Oh, that's okay, but that's a bit circa traveler's site 1990s. Maybe I am a traveler. Have you ever considered that? What else I got? And we're going to do this together because I think this needs, it's probably already got reviews, but I don't know which ones are fake and which ones aren't. I can categorically say not sponsored. I know this is written backwards, but that says hi smile. And these are whitening strips, teeth whitening strips. And these need whitening. Okay. You're the library girl, innit? Technically, no. My more beautiful, more patient, energetic business partner is the bus lady, is the bus girl in it. I am simply one that gets to go along for the ride. Do I wish I was the bus lady? Yes, I do. Or the bus girl in it. Anyway. We've spoken a few times already. What, in person? Have we really? That's hilarious. Jog my memory. Where have we spoken? Do you mean me and you? Or Lindsay and yourself? I was going to say, this person is ribbing me, and I don't know if I know well enough. I'm parked up in Brighton in my truck. Oh, yes, I believe we have spoken on here. Yes, I remember. Okay. Don't remember the negativity. What's been happening, my guy? Are you having a good time? I remember you were getting annoyed with van lifers. That's you, right? They were ruining the scene, ruining the culture. So the guidance with this is thoroughly dry teeth before use. I thought I'd brought something to dry my teeth with. Ugh, and I dropped it. Bear with me. Okay. Thoroughly dry teeth before use. Peel off the long strip and apply sticky side on top teeth. Press down firmly and hold over back of teeth to secure. Repeat the short strip on the bottom. Leave for 30 minutes. So by the end of this stream, I can show you the results. First, I need to dry my teeth. Whatever drying my teeth. What negativity? This is me. Oh, that doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. You know, stress is the biggest killer. Worst thing you can do to yourself. I'd rather you smoked a pack of fags a day instead of looked at things negatively. Or maybe that is your way of not being stressed. Now I'm more fascinated than ever. I'm not going to lie, it's taken me way too long to get into this pack of teeth whitening strips. Way too long. My first recommendation, if you're doing this, get some scissors. Okay. Immediately, I'm seeing a difference to your regular teeth whitening strips. These are purple. These are purple. Why are they purple? Because on the color contrasting spectrum, yellow is the opposite of purple. So color theory is this should change the color of my teeth by balancing the color contrast. Way out of my depth. Stress don't have it. Maybe you're not looking at it properly. Maybe my opinion is different to yours. No, your opinion is definitely allowed to be different. It's just coming into someone's chat, and I'm not accusing. I'm simply observing. There's been some great talk. You're like replying to certain stuff, but it all seems, and maybe I'm reading it a certain way, like, what on earth is this girl on about? Am I wrong? I'm saying that's how I'm taking it. Which I'm trying to do a stream. Do you know what I mean? To as many people as I'm trying to get to watch. And that's just how it comes across. Maybe I'm wrong. This is the place to discuss these things. I'm in no way offended. So yeah, please tell me I've got it wrong. I'm just trying to find an example where maybe I've got this wrong. But so far, yeah, so I'm talking about Dracula. He's not real, for fuck's sake. Okay. Never said he was. Yeah, I'm pulling something out. It's like, that's not steampunk. That's not goth. That's steampunk. You asked what people thought. I give an honest answer, as I don't have a sense of humor. Interesting. Okay. Maybe I've misunderstood this, and I apologize. Might have to come to Leicester to throw a bag of crisps at you. I don't know if that's a reference to Walkers. I don't think they're in Leicester anymore. I could be wrong. Alternatively, now I'm thinking about it, I'd very much appreciate a bag of crisps being sent to me, but not within the next 30 minutes, as I need to try these. So basically, I just peel this off, stick it on my teeth that have probably wetted again now. Let's dry them again. This is going to be worth it. I'm going to look ridiculous. Like I don't already look ridiculous. Ugh, it's horrible. Put the mirror there. Ugh. And then wrap it underneath. Okay. That is disgusting. That looks horrible. And now I've apparently got to talk for half an hour like this. And it's on my face. One thing about them, the clear ones, I sound ridiculous, is the stuff doesn't come off onto your hand. It does seem to stick onto the teeth better though. What is this content? Now let's do the bottom. I need to talk better. So you stretch it out and then hold it. I like I've been eating berries. Too many berries. Lots of Vimto or Ribena. So there we are. The time is 12:41. 30 minutes time. if I don't have the whitest teeth, I'm suing. Not really. I haven't got any money to sue. I didn't think this through, sounding like this. It's okay, it's like a brace. I got used to the brace. I can get used to this quickly. It's just about moving my mouth in a different way. What else have I got to tell you about? Oh, I was naked in a calendar. Try and be negative about this. Not possible. There is a calendar that we are doing for charity, and it's in aid of a young lad called Nazar, and he has a life-threatening, very rare disease, which I'll get more information about. But we've done a nude calendar. Not completely nude, we're covered strategically, but me and Lindsay, the bus library girl, the real bus library girl, please stand up. A few of the shots were taken in the bus. I don't know how many are being used of us. Let's have a look. There is an article in the Leicester Mercury, which you can get online. Meet the Leicester women bearing all for powerful campaign to help baby boy. The campaign is called Bear for Nazario, sorry. Nazar. Always butchering names. So the campaign to raise funds for a baby born with serious birth complications. My apologies, I get everything wrong. Estelle Kiba, who's been organising this, it's her way of helping her friend Savannah's baby boy, Nazario, who lives with, I'm going to butcher this term as well. I'll go for it. Hypoxic, ischemic, encephalopathy. HIE. And that is a brain condition caused by a lack of oxygen at birth, which leads to a range of long-term challenges. I wish I wasn't saying this with a lisp. So Estelle wanted to step up and utilize her skills as a wedding photographer, and also has a very keen interest in the nudist society. I believe that's how they're referred to. Probably not. Probably butchering that as well. So what she's done is gone on 4 photo shoots. There is a shoemaker's pub in Braunston Frith. There is the double-decker bus that Lindsay lives on and we travel around with. There is the outdoor pursuits in Luffer Road, Leicester. And all these scenes, I'm telling you, are fantastic. She's done a really good job. You can get your hands on this calendar, a 2026 calendar, for it's £10 if you're able to collect it yourself from one of the few places in Leicester that are doing it, or £15 to be sent to you, which is really cool. If you would like one of these calendars, I will put it in the description before the end of this stream. But if you'd also like to go to Estelle Kiba, that's Keeber, official, either on Instagram or Facebook, you'll know it's her because she's got the blue tick. She is Meta verified. And if you give her a message, she will add you to the pre-orders. And you will get it in time for Christmas, I believe, so that you can give it out as gifts if you'd like. Another thing, I'm just selling you stuff now. I should get a fee for this. This is a non-profit, by the way. Everything that we make goes back into what we're doing. I'd love a pay. That just ain't the way. 2026. We couldn't start the year without another resolution diary. Already, we've gone through 2. This is the first edition in 2024. Again, I'm sorry, this is all backwards. And this was a way to help us stick to resolutions. We found that come January, we were so optimistic about the new year, new us, things that we can do to improve our lives, be better people, to grow. And unfortunately, it kind of always fizzled out by February. So we created this. And it's a way, basically 12 prompts that you can use throughout the year that help you to step outside of your comfort zone. So we've done a week without something, a week with something, do something totally new, go somewhere new, a month with, a month without. By the end of this year, the things I'd achieved were insane. I'd started roller skating, and to quite a decent level. I was really impressed with myself. I stopped drinking for the entire year, and there were certain things that I gave up, like takeaways for the month, certain things that I failed at as well, like not having coffee for a week, which is hilarious because I've gone way longer than that now. And I've really been able to make that possible by being able to reflect on the week that I spent not trying to drink coffee. I looked at the things, because I was able to log it in this journal and see where I was going wrong. It gave me this new perspective, like, okay, that's how I'm going to tackle it now. And now I think I have a coffee like once a week. Old me can't believe new me has just said that. So 2025 came, and obviously we had to make another. And this year, oh my God, the bus was done. So we got to do a load of more cool things. We did Tough Mudder. I went from couch to 5K and then did a Tough Mudder. And we completed it. Even at the end, we got, for anyone that's just joined, I have teeth whitening strips on that we are testing. I have not eaten too many berries. I should make that the thumbnail. That is the ugliest effing thing I've ever seen. My point is, these have been really, really helpful in us, for us to stick to things. So sharing them with you is something that is really important to us as well. Like, it's not just us being like, here, buy this from us. It's us going, we use this. Would you like to try it too? Because, oh my God, things that we've managed to achieve in the last 2 years, super proud of. Super proud of. I drink so much coffee and energy drinks. Oh, energy drinks, that's mine. When they started making sugar-free energy drinks, like, I know Red Bull have always done one for a long time, but the Zero, the Monster Zeros, the Relentless Zeros, there's a Vimto one. I shouldn't be telling you this is terrible. There's a Vimto energy drink. I sound ridiculous. That probably makes you look like this when you drink it, but it is 0 sugar, loads of caffeine, and I used to start my day with that constantly. How terrible is that? It's look, a little bit of caffeine goes a long way. It's fantastic for you. Like everything, we don't want to be overdoing it. I like Halle Berry. That's about it. I do like Halle Berry too. Speaking of which, has nothing to do with it. Just realised I'd be talking about Catwoman and how fitting, because this would be my rendition. Sign me up, Batman. This year, for Comic-Con, I've decided to dress up as Catwoman. But the Anne Hathaway version, with like the zip-up suit. That's my plan for Comic-Con, because I missed Halloween. What did everyone dress up as for Halloween? I want to know. Look at me, I look ridiculous. What is going on? What should the name of this episode be, by the way? Just trying whitening strips. I apologise, and Wednesday, I promise, we will be back to our normal schedule. I have not lost my mind. Just wanted a bit of a chance to connect with people again, get back here, just removing everything, because it's like, ugh. Let's just prove to people I'm not having a breakdown. I'm fine, people. My computer's not now. We are doing a teeth whitening strip tester. Do not be alarmed. But yeah, Halloween costumes. What was everybody? What did everyone dress up as? Did you miss it this year? Do you not bother with Halloween? Comic-Con in London? No, this will be in Birmingham, I believe. Which I'm excited for. It should be very fun. I've never been to a Comic-Con before. It's something that I've only ever seen like on films or on TV or through social media. It looks very fun, but I don't really know what to expect. If you are not quite on point with your costume, do you get judged? Is it like geek judging? I have no idea. Both my daughters got in Comic-Con in London at the Exhibitionist Centre. Very cool. Go to the Comic-Con in London. I bet that's wicked at London. Do they dress up every year? They maybe understand the culture a lot better than I can. Some of the costumes that I see online look incredible and just so impressive. The amount of time that must go into creating some of these like recreations of the most amazing, like I'm looking at something and I'm like, that looks exactly how it looks in that video game. How do you make that without magic? Blows my mind. So that probably explains why I've gone for Catwoman, because it's probably the easiest one for me to do. We have the same hair, easily done. But I'm learning actually that her headgear is not as straightforward as I thought, and that's what I'm worried about. I don't want to just put like a headband with some cat ears on, because she doesn't have that. It looks like a technical bit of kit, the Anne Hathaway one. And I'm like, how do I recreate that? Is there a way that I can add stuff on? Oh, hang on, I think it's a cosplay thing my daughters go to. Oh, I can like a different thing to Comic-Con, just cosplay in general. Equally very cool. Your daughters sound like very cool girls. I've always wanted to go and just never had the cojones. I've just never really dared, but we're going. Lindsay got me the tickets for my birthday, so it should be interesting. I think she's going to be Harley Quinn, which again helped me decide to be a sort of Batman figure, DC villain, DC character. Oh god, I'm going to get trashed. I'm going to get it all wrong. I'm going to butcher it like I do everything on here. And they're going to be like, fake Comic-Con fan. Yes, they're both batshit crazy about a game called Final Fantasy. Oh, I love Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy, is it 7? That and Kingdom Hearts. Oh god, they really take me back. Yeah, shout out. You've raised fine young ladies. They seem like great gals. I'm not gonna lie, this doesn't taste very nice. It keeps like seeping out from behind. How much longer have I got? 41, I think I put it on. It's been 13 minutes. Oh. Apparently these are non-sensitive. Let's have a look what's in these. So they're the High Smiles B34 whitening strips combine B34 color correction. Color correction, that's what I was trying to say with the yellow and blue. And PAP plus whitening. Am I supposed to know what that is? PAP plus whitening, using dual active technology for a convenient temporary whitening experience. How temporary? I'm not going to lie. Full disclosure, I got these for £19 because I have a membership card. They were there for like £23. They weren't cheap. By my opinion, anyway. Compared to the usual strips that you can pick up for about £3. How many is in here? 14 applications. Yeah, how long do they work for, I wonder? So ingredients. Okay, so these don't have hydrogen peroxide in them. I have very little hope for this then. Am I wrong in thinking peroxide is the only thing that does whiten teeth? Or is that the non-permanent, the temporary part that it was saying? Is that what that was about? Vegan? Good to know. Suitable for daily use. So that's where the lack of sensitivity is then. A 30-minute application. So it's saying based on blinded, placebo-controlled clinical studies of 60 participants tested immediately. So based on a blinded placebo. So that means, okay, it's not double-blinded. That could be a question against it. So blinded means that the participant of the study doesn't know if they're getting this product or a regular whitening strip / nothing, basically, a control. Double blind would mean that the person that is administrating them to each person also wouldn't know. So there is still room for critique within this. Placebo, we know placebo. That's what the non-strip would be, the control group. 60 participants. We can argue that is not a large enough data sample at all, and tested immediately in 24 hours after a 30-minute application, in which 96% of participants had 2 or more shades improvement based on a Vita bleach guided 3D master assessment. Okay, you've lost me. Individual results may vary. Whitening is not permanent. I'm fully prepared for you to have been right and I have been ripped off. I'm fully prepared for that. Both my girls born in a birthing pool in the back of my truck. Wow. They've been different all their lives. Different. I love that word. And I love that you describe your girls that way. And proudly. Too many of us are shown that being different is not a good thing. And I love that you have embraced that with your girls. Has your mate contacted FFT in Brighton, RE the book bus? No, or maybe. I don't know. I won't answer for her. Maybe. As far as I'm aware, I'm not too sure. Update on another bus family that we've been in contact with this summer and last summer. 6 in a bus. 6 in a bus. Hard to say with teeth whitening strips on. Are no longer 6 in a bus. They have welcomed to the world a new baby girl. Well, so welcome, Eddie. Welcome to this world, I'm sure your parents will protect you from it. And you are up for so much adventure and so much fun in the new bus that's currently being built, which is really fun for them. Might need a bit of an interior mix around redesign now that there's an extra baby. But congratulations to them. Fantastic news. And we're learning that birthing pools in trucks, fantastic. It's not as rare as we think. They would be a great help if she's after funding, etc. Ooh, FFT stands for Friends and Family of Travellers. If I just expose that I'm not a traveller. Where's the pen? Where's my pen? Someone leave a comment making sure that I go back to 1 hour, 1 minute to this video. That's what I'm going to need from you to remind me to go back to this and make sure. Quite frankly, I think the problem she's having right now is people want her there. People want the book bus. It's incredible. Where does she go in between these stays? Many campsites are not very welcoming of such a large vehicle, which she understood was going to be a problem. Didn't deter her. More for her for that. Wasn't judging whether you're a traveller or not, misjudging. Oh no, I didn't think you were judging. I think it was because you were referring to the hat, right? Being like 90s traveller. Which I'm not. Sorry, pressed the wrong button there. Hi, are we back? Is everyone back? Welcome. Let me just check. Okay, we're good. Oh, Jesus. Don't leave me like that. I've got attachment issues. Oh. How big's the bus? It is a double-decker. I can't think the height of it now. She's got it written in the front. It is a large vehicle. Very large vehicle. It feels longer than your average double-decker bus that you see going around town, but maybe that's just my perception, seeing it without any like seats in it like you would a normal bus. But yeah, it's like big. 36-foot truck. I park everywhere, wherever. So how long can you stay in each place? When you say wherever, do you mean like the side of the road, truck stops? Because she's been finding some like quite nice areas, and quite surprisingly, I felt relatively safe in places like industrial estates, lay-bys. There's a lay-by in Loughborough where a young chap's been in there with his caravan for years now. No one's moved him along. Usually until they bring an eviction notice. You know the crack. You know how it goes. I think the problem with Lindsay is she doesn't have this traveller background. And I think she doesn't like getting told off. You guys have, it's in your blood, right? So if you've got any advice for her of how she should deal with certain things, by all means, send it this way. Give her that traveller spirit that she quite clearly needs within this lifestyle. I think you guys have much to learn from. And isn't it weird how life turns out? I used to love my big fat gypsy wedding, whatever it was, when I was growing up. I used to be fascinated by this culture. And I could never understand why we didn't just make places for them to go. Like, what else is the solution? Is that me being like naive, narrow-minded? If there was safe spots throughout the UK that they were entitled to stay at, would that not create a more symbiotic relationship? She's got a book bus, so tell her to read some traveller rules in it. 100%. I'll make sure she gets some traveller books and learns the way. You don't need a traveller background. Very inspiring. It's a very interesting way of life. How do you feel you're accurately represented on TV? I don't know how much, I wish I didn't sound like this, by the way. How accurately would you say you're represented, like, across the board? Like, have you seen, like, any particular films or programs that do it justice, or any that you're like, that's not as, Jesus Christ, you're really, like, spreading fake shit with that? As an outsider, that I think I've spoke to a very limited amount of travellers within my life. One was at a caravan site growing up. My stepdad had a caravan in Nottingham on the River Trent that he used to water ski at. And most of that site were like stationary travellers. And they're always so friendly and interesting. So I don't know if that's where my lack of prejudice comes from. I don't know. There were safe spots, droves, common land, etc., all shut down over the years, especially by Thatcher. Why is everything Thatcher? Jesus Christ. Why can everything be sent back to her? Just trace it back. It's like, Thatcher. Jesus Christ. To be frank, honest, I don't watch anything travel related. That's fair enough. I've always been interested, like, how much is, like, a lot of it flamed just for entertainment and TV. One place I would love to go is it the Applewood Festival? The Gypsy Festival up north, is it? That looks fun. That looks really fun. Yeah, it all just looks fun. Some cultures just know how to, I don't know, they're aesthetically pleasing, and I mean, you can tell when you have this boho style, it's very much taken from traditional things that the same people look down on. It's very strange. Class consciousness is strange. God damn it, Thatcher. I had to leave the UK in the mid-90s as I was wanted man as where others, our crime was having a sound system. You sound really interesting. The way this conversation has turned around, it started off with me being like, what is with this guy? Now I've fully turned my perspective around. You might be the most interesting person I've spoke to on stream. And here I am with stupid purple teeth. How long's it been? 41, 51. Wait. In 1 minute, I can take these off. Oh, thank God. That went a lot longer than I thought. What allowed you to come back? Did it all just kind of settle down? Without incriminating oneself, please keep yourself safe. Shall we go take this off? This could be gross. I'm going to take you to my bathroom. Let's go. Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. There was a good documentary called Living with the Enemy. It was a BBC thing Oh, the BBC, they're in a bit of trouble right now, aren't they? I don't fully know what happened. I just saw it before I came online. Two high up people, CEO, chief executive, have resigned over some editing of Trump. In one sense, on my limited knowledge, cutting two parts of a 1 hour, two clips that are an hour apart, putting them together and making him sound a certain way isn't okay, especially when there's enough evidence already that you don't need to edit stuff to make him look bad. Do you know what I mean? But my friend Chris swapped lives with a Tory MP. Oh my god, that's amazing. That's amazing. And let me guess, he saw the Tory ways and was like, guys, this is great. Let's stop being travellers. We can... Wait, that's not a TV programme. I read that as that's what the TV programme's about. Or is that wrong? No, that is about the TV, right? That's not how you got back to the UK. Oh my god, that sounds hilarious. I'm going to give it a go. Right, guys, a moment of truth. Oh my god, that did not come off with it. Oh, that's horrible. Okay. If this is some gimmick. Ah. Okay, so I think I just brushed this off. There we go. I think I just... Are they whiter? Okay, I'm still kind of spitting pink. But... Has that worked? They're still pretty yellow. I'm in a yellow light. Okay. They are whiter. I look crazy trying to show my teeth and smile look naturally. Clearly I don't smile with that much teeth. Better than the other strips I've tried. Still not that great. So that was my official review. Were they worth the £17 I paid for them? 14 applications. I suppose that's okay. I would say if you don't have the money to go and get them whitened at a dentist, which is considerably expensive, I think these are fine. Are they groundbreaking? I don't know. Oh, if you want to send us anything, please do not put your phone numbers on here, but you can send us an email to adifferentpodcastofficial@gmail.com. That is adifferentpodcastofficial@gmail.com. Alternatively, you can go to our website, adifferenthumandesign.co.uk. Both of these links are in the description. You can go to our website, contact us, and it will go through there, or send us an email, which again is in the description below. Feel free to send me anything that you'd like there, including any topics for Wednesday that you'd like discussing. I promise it will be a lot more on the rails with my shiny, bright, white teeth. It's been great talking to you guys, and lovely to reconnect with you. My name is 2025, and apologies for the start, my misunderstanding. I think we're on the same page now. And I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Monday, and it's not as gloomy for you as it is me. Goodbye, guys. Take care. Be safe. Jesus.